everyone. Welcome to This Day. It is Thursday and it's April 20th. Now, we have a few meetings to tell you about and one that has been canceled. Now, the one that has been canceled is the United Architectural Controls and Standards Committee, and that was going to be at 9:30 this morning in the boardroom, but that has been canceled. Now, also at 9:30 is the GRF Agenda Prep. Now, that will be in the Willow Room. And then at 1:30 this afternoon is the United Government Documents Review, and that will be in the boardroom. And then this afternoon at 3 o'clock is the United Private Loan Research Ad Hoc Committee, and that will be in the Sycamore Room. Now on our show today, we have Allison Bach, who is the second vice president of United Mutual, who's going to be giving us a United Mutual update from their meeting that they had last week. And then we have Saddleback Emeritus with Dan Predol, and he's going to tell us all the great things that Emeritus has to offer. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at our weather, where we are looking at nice and warm skies, believe it or not. We will have some high clouds throughout the rest of the week and as well as into the weekend. We've got 75, 53, we get up to 81, 56, 77, 55, 67, 54, and 66, 54. Our sunrise this morning was at 6:15, and our sunset will be 7:26. And take a look at this beautiful yellow hibiscus. Now, this is a native flower to Hawaii, and of course, we can grow hibiscuses here as well, although that's a very pretty yellow one. I haven't seen that, so there you go. Now, just as a reminder, the City of Laguna Woods is discontinuing its personal medication drop-off program and will no longer be available after June 30th. Now, because of the new legislation that states drug companies are now responsible for the proper disposal of the medications that they produce or distribute, but they must make sure that they are safe disposal free of charge. So the best thing to do is to go to www.med-project.org so you can make sure that there is a location near you. All right, when we come back, we will have Allison Bach on behalf of United Mutual, so stay tuned.
Hey Laguna Woods Village residents, did you miss a broadcast of your favorite village television show? Don't worry, the solution to your problem is just a click away. The Village Television YouTube channel has got you covered. From board meetings to fitness classes, to shows like ThisDay, Let's Talk Tech, or Tales from the Woods. You can watch every broadcast anytime on YouTube. Catch up on all the latest and greatest shows and events happening in Laguna Woods Village on our YouTube channel, Village Television.
Achieve a level of comfort you've never known before. The Daydreamer will take you through smooth movements and guide you effortlessly into your favorite positions. Adjust the power pillow for ideal support for your head and neck. This and our positioning technology allows for infinite relaxation. Lay back in zero gravity while watching TV and put your body and mind at ease. Lift your spirits and find your favorite daydream. Contact your local Golden retailer today.
Did you hear the big news? The FDA announced the over-the-counter hearing aid program. It's been 6 years in the making. And what does that mean to you if you wear hearing aids or if you're thinking about wearing hearing aids for the first time? Most people are asking themselves, what is an over-the-counter hearing aid? Would it work for me? Where do I get them to try? How much do they cost? For over 40 years, Advanced Ear Care has been helping answer questions just like this. Call us today and find out more. And remember, tell them Stuart sent you.
At Genesis of Laguna Niguel, we care about every customer and treat you like family. So think of us kind of like a good grandson. We take our time to go over all your new Genesis's technology features, step by step, all in the comfort of our showroom while enjoying complimentary refreshments. Or if you prefer, we can deliver your new Hyundai and cover everything in person. It's that easy. For a simply better buying and ownership experience, visit Genesis of Laguna Niguel.
Welcome back. We have Allison Bach here on behalf of United Mutual. Well, welcome. Very nice to have you on.
Well, thank you, Lisa. It's a joy to be here on such a gorgeous day.
Yes, I know. We're looking forward to having nice warm weather in the next couple of days. So
Yes.
excellent. So because you haven't presented with us before, could you tell me a little bit about yourself, how long you've lived in the village, and why you decided to participate with United?
Oh, well, thank you, Lisa. I've only been here a couple of years. This is my second year in Laguna Woods Village, but I have a long association with Golden Rain Foundation that goes back to the 1980s.
Wow.
Having lived in Southern California at that time. But my background is really mainly in financial services.
Okay.
I was the vice president of Transamerica Life Companies.
Oh.
I was an investment advisor, a stockbroker, as we used to be called. So money has been my business over the years, and California is my most desired place to live.
Well, it is the most desired place for many to live, and we're very
yes.
lucky to live here already, that is
Aren't
for sure.
we? Especially on a day like this.
Yes,
Oh.
yes. And and it's nice that you have so much experience because, finances, that's one thing that I really do want to keep a thumb on because we want to make sure that we can last,
Right.
make that money last for a long time.
It's been 60 years and we want 60 more, don't we?
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, so you had a meeting last week. What
We
are some of
did.
the things that were the outcome of that?
Well, the open board meeting of United Mutual was on Tuesday, April 11th, the regular open board meeting that everyone is welcome to attend, either in person or virtually or on television. And approved during that meeting was a very important document, and that is the United Investment Policy. Now, this policy sets the parameters for what we will do with our money, our very important reserve money, the way it may be invested. And professional volunteers spent a lot of time, actually since October, developing this policy. And it was wordsmithed, word by word, to get it right, to align it with our values, with investment policies of the past, and consistent with our fiduciary responsibilities.
Okay.
So the ad hoc committee under our treasurer, Azara Ascari, worked for many months, as I say, to develop this. And we did get it approved at our last board meeting.
Okay.
So it's in the implementation stage now. And with that now approved, we can go out and find an investment advisor.
I see.
Now, 4 professional investment advisor firms are going to be interviewed in the few weeks to come, and we'll try to select one to be recommended out of those 4 who compete.
Okay, I see. And then, of course, they will be responsible for advising you on how
Correct.
to make that money last.
Yes, and in line with our investment policy. Policy came first, investment advisor is second.
That makes sense. And then, of
It
course,
does.
they will be interviewed based on your policy,
Right.
and they will have to adhere to that going forward.
They will indeed, and they will report in.
All right, fantastic. Okay, what else has happened?
Oh my goodness, well, we had a very successful town hall last Friday, and it was a sellout crowd. We had over 100 people attend.
Wow.
In fact, there was standing room only out in the halls.
Oh.
And because the topic was a very interesting one. The topic was, what do you pay for when you want repairs done, and what is the mutual responsible for? That concerns everybody. So basically what came out of this was that any altered items in your unit are now yours forever. Maybe you didn't do the alteration, maybe someone else in the past did the alteration, but once it's changed, it now resides with the owner of the unit to fix or replace. The key word in this is original. If you have something original in your unit, it remains with the mutual to fix or replace. And questions that were raised during this event, they'll be answered in our May open board meeting, so come to that or watch that. And there are lots of interesting topics, everything ranging from appliances in the kitchen to overhead to roofs and so on. So it was really interesting and broad covering. So.
Well, that's good. I mean, at least the residents here have an opportunity to voice their questions and their opinions on top of just the regular board meetings. That's good. And you guys have been having town halls now regularly.
Yes, we have. And they're very productive. They're also a way for people to mix and mingle. and to see board in action. We don't make any decisions then and there,
Right.
but we will field any and all questions. And one of the important items that keeps coming up in all of our town hall meetings is the importance of keeping your HO6 insurance policy in effect.
Right.
And it's easy to do. There are lots of insurance agents around in the neighborhood, or people can go online and shop it online and never have to talk to a salesperson if that's what's preventing you from
Right.
keeping up that policy.
Right, right. Well, you know, and that's a good thing because some of the, like you said, online, most people don't really want to talk to somebody, but even some of their neighbors might even be able to refer someone as well because
Indeed.
they may have that.
Yes, yes. And I think that neighbor-to-neighbor contact is so important.
Yep.
You find out who's good, who's willing to work with us the way we want to be worked with.
Exactly. And, you know, it's a unique situation with the fact that you have to have the home insurance
Right.
as well as the umbrella that we have for the community.
Yes.
So.
There's also a very easy way to find out if you're not sure what in your unit has been altered or replaced and what you're responsible for. There's an easy way to find out, and that's to contact resident services through the website.
Yes.
I found out, for example, that I have only 2 original items still left in my unit, the garbage disposal and the water heater. But now I know whenever anything goes wrong, uh-oh, it's mine.
Well, that's a good point, and I think that's what you clearly wanted to make sure
Right.
was covered. So
Right.
fantastic. Okay, and you have some other items.
Oh, we do. Coming up, this is that budget time of year. And we're all working on the 2024 budget
Right.
process. And united to conserve our costs and try to slow down or reduce increasing property insurance costs, we have interviewed 3 different brokers.
Okay.
And we'll select perhaps a new one to represent us for our property insurance. Our property insurance is really, it's a huge part of the budget. We pay $3.3 million this year for $225 million of coverage per incident. So that's a big number. That amounts to about $33.29 per month per unit that we're all paying.
Right.
So it's really important that we try to conserve that. And every single expense in that budget is being looked at.
Right.
Lots of pencils on these numbers, believe me, this year particularly, with inflation, with carriers coming in and out of the insurance market. We've got a lot of responsibility, fiduciary responsibility to our owners.
Yeah, and the fire insurance costs are explosive
Yes.
across, I think, across the United States and
True.
across California, especially where you thought you weren't in a fire zone, and now all of a sudden you are in a fire zone.
And of course, in other states, and of course, the carriers who might offer us coverage are doing business all over the United States. So those storms in Florida, those tornadoes in the Midwest, they all impact the big insurance company, the carriers, and how much they want of California to be part of that risk portfolio.
Well, exactly. I mean, we haven't had an earthquake in a while, knock
Oh,
on wood.
right.
So, I mean, that's really I think that's one of the primary things that we worry about. But then, of course, fires are right behind that.
They
so.
are.
And
When
now-
you see that smoke on the horizon,
yeah.
and smell it.
I mean, I
it's
think for the
frightening.
most part, Village is pretty secure when it comes
Yeah.
to fires, but there still is some of the land out there that could potentially, and then possibly getting that another fire station that's right here will just help alleviate some of those worries.
Yes, it will.
So,
Yes.
All right, fantastic. Now, of course, there's, you know, you're looking at many of the HOA assessments, and one thing I think is important is, you know, all of these things go up,
Oh.
but do they ever come down?
Not in my lifetime.
And that's what I think we certainly would hope for, is for things to come down. So.
Yeah,
Well,
they have not.
well, we appreciate you sharing the information.
Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you so much. It was nice to have you on.
Thank you.
And thanks for all the good work you do.
Cheers.
And if you want more information about anything that we have discussed, you can always send an email to general manager at vmsinc.org, and it will be sent to the appropriate person. We'll be right back.
Do you have cavities, broken or missing teeth, tooth pain, or other dental problems? These issues can create more problems than you think, including affecting your overall health. Don't wait until it's too late. Contact Loberg Dental today and your first exam and set of x-rays is free without insurance. It's a great way for you to experience our high-quality level of patient care while saving money too. Visit drloberg.com to schedule your free exam and x-rays today.
At Harvard Eye Associates
We are committed to your vision care.
and quality of life.
It's a commitment we don't take lightly.
Our trusted team of doctors provides specialized eye care using state-of-the-art technology.
We deliver what matters to you.
And your family.
Harvard Eye Associates, the future of vision today.
Welcome back. Well, as I mentioned, we have Dan Priedel here on behalf of Saddleback Emeritus. Well, welcome. Very nice to see you today.
Thank you. It's so nice to be back. It's always great to see you.
Yeah, it's been a while, but I'm glad you were able to make it. And of course, we've interviewed lots of different teachers for Emeritus, and many of our residents are students and just love the program. So we're here to just kind of get an overview of what Emeritus is, what's the mission, and so forth. But before we do that, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so again, I'm the Assistant Dean of Extended Learning and also the Director of the Emeritus Program. So I wear two hats, and our whole division of Extended Learning has older adult education and Emeritus, adult education, which is English as a second language or citizenship classes, as well as our community education, which is fee-based classes. So there's a lot of stuff going on in the division. But my responsibility really is to oversee the largest older adult program in all of California, which is the Emeritus Institute.
Right, and you know, you have campuses all over where the classes are offered. Tell me a little bit about where people go.
Yeah, so we have some great community partners. Obviously, thank you so much to Laguna Woods, our largest site partner here. But we have sites in San Juan Capistrano, Laguna Niguel, Mission Viejo. Most of our cities have wonderful relationships with us. And most of the different community centers, you know, right in the backyard at Florence Sylvester Center as well.
Right, okay, and I know that some classes aren't necessarily, they can't necessarily offer them here, but like you said, they have a facility where they can go to, which is fairly close.
Exactly, you know, being a community college, our goal is to really meet the community where the community is. So our main campus in Mission Viejo has a lot of classes for, you know, in the traditional age student, if you will.
Right.
But we want to ensure that we're taking classes to everybody throughout the community too.
Right, right. Now, Emeritus is generally known for residents who are necessarily 55 and over. But it's not really age restricted.
That's correct. Yeah, in fact, you know, the state allows anybody 18 or over to enroll in any college class. Okay. The average age of our students in Emeritus is 73. And so, you know, between 55, really the people who have retired and who have time to take classes in the day are those who are taking those courses. But what's really interesting there is it really levels the educational playing field. People who have, you know, perhaps never finished high school and those who have had, you know, terminal degrees of doctorates or so. The education level is so diverse, it really creates a wonderful, rich learning environment.
So tell me a little bit about the classes themselves. Now, of course, you offer so many different things in all different genres. You know, you have exercise, you have, you know, biology, whatever the case might be.
Yeah.
There's no grading.
Right.
You pretty much just go to learn.
Exactly. You know, we talk about the mission is to promote lifelong learning by providing academically rigorous, mentally stimulating, socially engaging, and health improving courses. So those 4 mission goals are really what we try to infuse in every single course. So whether that's improving investments, that can look like, you know, the mental stimulation and, you know, perhaps health improving later on to how to invest money to, you know, maintain your health. You know, we have bird watching or, you know, or our theater class that we have in Clubhouse 1 right now. So it's the whole gamut.
And I think that's really a nice way, you know, where like you said, you maybe didn't have the time before because you were working a full-time job, but you've always wanted to learn things, and reading or whatever online doesn't necessarily give you that specific that you're looking for.
Exactly. You know, we have a lot of people who have had one profession and who really never got to explore that other passion that they had in life because of taking care of family and just, you know, the day in, day out of work. And so the Emeritus program really gives people the opportunity to enjoy what lifelong learning means now later in life.
So when did it start?
Yeah, so Emeritus started in 1976, and in fact, Laguna Woods Village was our very first partner. The very first classes of Emeritus were actually held in Clubhouse 4.
Right.
So it's we're coming up on our 50th anniversary in 2026, so we're excited about that.
So was there some sort of, I guess I'm looking for, you know, who started it and like what was their thoughts at the time of starting the classes?
Yeah, so you know, back in the the mid 70s, the state of California through the different high school districts hosted adult education and older adult education.
Okay.
And at that point, the high schools said we're going to focus on high school students only.
Oh.
And so adult education and older adult education was threatened. Would those classes continue? And so the community colleges at that time said, we can serve the remainder of our community. And really that's how Emeritus was formed.
I see, because I've always wondered about some of the extra classes. You know, you and I think of things like, well, they should teach a class on this or teach a class on that. And then you look through the curriculum and there's the class, right? So they have so many different things to offer. So what is next for Emeritus?
Yeah, so what's next? So, our courses really are designed for the older adult. And as I mentioned, our average age is 73. But as as new individuals move into the village who maybe have just retired, we're really trying to continue to develop brand new courses that meet the student demand from maybe the newly retired, very active, to the individual who may need to stay at home a little bit more and maybe not being able to get out. So we're really diversifying all of the different classes.
Right.
So we will actually be sending out a new student survey here in the next few weeks to really get some good feedback from those who have been taking classes and those who may have just started an Emeritus and want to see what's next.
And I know you've extended some of your at-home Zoom-ins, so because people still are a little nervous about going to classes, so I think that's a great thing. All right, perfect. Anything I've missed?
I just want to say that we're again so thankful for Laguna Woods Village, and our summer term is coming up right at about June, and so registration will be coming out for that soon, and we will have our summer packets of class schedules out and available.
I love it. Thank you so much. It was very nice to see you.
Thanks, Lisa.
If you want more information about Emeritus and all the many classes that they have, either through Zoom or in person, you can go to saddleback.edu/emeritus. We'll be right back.
Living and learning in Laguna Woods Village is a unique experience. For over 45 years, the Emeritus Institute has provided tuition-free college classes within your community. Join us to experience expert faculty, quality academics, and to make friends through the Emeritus Institute. New classes start every semester, and you can join nearly any time. Visit us anytime at saddleback.edu/emeritus. Learn, live, and thrive with the Emeritus Institute.
The Jewish Food Festival returns to Clubhouse 1 on Sunday, April 30th. Doors open at 5 p.m. and the festival concludes at 8. Admission is free. Buy tickets at the event to exchange for a variety of Jewish food and homemade baked goods. All Laguna Woods Village residents and their guests are welcome. A klezmer band will set a joyful tone. Folk dancing in the patio will bring participants to their feet. Take the free shuttle bus from the parking lot at Clubhouse 4.
Welcome back. Well, as you just saw, the Jewish Food Festival is going to be here on April 30th, so a couple more weekends from now, and it is going to be delicious. So that's 5 to 8 p.m., Clubhouse 1 and patio. Lots of great food to buy. Brisket, pastrami sandwiches, lox and bagels, and more. Now, of course, if you want more information about this, you can always go to the Laguna Woods Village website. Type in under clubs, the Reformed Temple of Laguna Woods, and it'll be on their page. All right, this to let you know, the Republican Club is going to be having an event, and it's their meeting, and Sheriff Don Barnes is going to be there, and he's going to talk all about some of the things that are really affecting our communities in and around the village. So if you would like to attend, that is at 11:30, and that will be on May 5th. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at our weather before we head out. Weather's looking great. We are going to see some sunshine for the next several days. A couple of high clouds here and there. 75-53 today. Tomorrow, 81-56. 77-55, 67-54, and 66-54. And of course, you will see us again tomorrow right here on Village Television at 9 a.m. And then you can always check out our YouTube channel, which is Village Television, where all of our programming is from Channel 6, and it's called Village Television. Have a great day in the Village. We'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Captain America.
Watch HGTV.
Netflix.
Elizabeth Rapper writes, "My neighbor is a kind and thoughtful person. She sweeps the walk not only in front of her manor, but the whole walk from beginning to end, including around the trash area. And during the fall, when the trees lose their leaves, she's out sweeping almost every day."